Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I've got Chris Kidd here in the house. Great Price of Business contributor, and really we've become kind of partners in good crime. You're kind of making a difference out there in our neighborhood, and I love the stories you've been doing, and I've been really excited about this particular story that you've had in the works for quite some time. And Chris, good to see you. By the way, his website, chriskidd.com. Financial consultant, financial coach, and love the work that he does. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Aside from the sinus stuff with all this weather changing, I'm good.
Wildly changing weather. Tell us about your guest today.
My guest today is Chris Valletta. He is the co-founder of Mission Athlete Care, former Aggie and NFL player. He played a few seasons in the NFL and then has gone on to a pretty amazing business career. Even was on the, I think it was season 4 or 5 of The Apprentice. So we'll let him tell us about it. You there, Chris?
I'm here. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you this morning?
Very good. Very good. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, it's Chris pretty much wrapped it up there pretty nicely. I'm a former athlete turned entrepreneur. I grew up playing sports just like a lot of people. My parents had me in every single sport known to man. And basketball was always my first love. But by the time I was 16, I was already, and I was already 6'3". I thought basketball would be my future. But I was also 280 pounds at the same age. So the football coaches were drooling, and they said, "Hey, it's time for you to go play football." So I found football to be my game, and I had a really nice career and finished happy and healthy, and got out and launched my entrepreneurial career, and really have just been at it ever since. I've been an entrepreneur my entire life, everything from football camps to lemonade stands to trinkets door to door. And I've just always had a passion for business and a passion for building business. And when I got out of the NFL, I launched a real estate company, which was a pretty unique model at the time, and that gained some pretty quick success and caught the attention of Donald Trump up in New York. And the story of an athlete turned business guy, especially in real estate, intrigued him. So I was contacted by his team, and he flew me out to Los Angeles to do an interview with him to cast me for his television show, The Apprentice. So I was on season 4, and that is really what launched my New York City entrepreneurial career. Actually, on the show, I met some fellow entrepreneurs that were doing some amazing things in business. And so I moved here and went into business with them, and we're now on our third company together, Mission Athlete Care, which is a really tremendous company. We make all sorts of performance products that are designed to give athletes an edge. And these are primarily equipment and accessory-based products. And we sell them in every sporting goods retailer across the country and several other home improvement and home specialty retailers. We're doing quite well. We've got a bunch of professional athletes on board.
Hey, Chris, I'm sorry. We got like 7 minutes, and I know Chris and I have a ton of questions. And what I want to encourage people to do, by the way, is to check out your website. What is that website?
So the website is teamworksbook.com, and it's actually a personal website, but it's also a website to my new book.
Awesome. Go ahead, Chris, with your next question.
Well, tell us a little bit about your book that's out.
Yeah, so Teamworks is a book entirely based on my philosophy in business, which is athletic principles and using athletic principles in order to achieve massive success in business. The book was written with some experts. Donald Trump wrote the foreword. I've got contributions from Hall of Famers and Super Bowl winners. Even Richard Petty wrote a contribution to a chapter. And it's all about how you can use and leverage athletic principles for business success. Everything from preparing to execute, from how to game plan, how to study your competition, all the things that we do in sports. You can actually pluck those principles directly out of the sport and apply them into your day-to-day business activity and actually see instantaneous and exponential success.
A few weeks ago, you were passing through here and just a little bit not too far away over at College Station, and we had a chance to talk for a few minutes there. But what is Tell us about what you were there for with the Aggie 100 and what's that about.
So the Aggie 100 is a great program put on by the Texas A&M Mays School of Business, and it recognizes the top 100 Aggie-owned or Aggie-founded companies in the world. And it's measured on a percentage of growth rate over 3 years. It's a compounded growth rate percentage. And it's an honor to make the list. And Mission Athlete Care was actually, we made 7th on the list, which was top 10. I was very excited about that. And I left both encouraged but also challenged, knowing that I have 6 more spots to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. What would you say, what about the nature of your athletic background and your business background that complement each other?
Well, it's a great question. I would just say that the skills that are inherent to athletes, and I know you probably both played sports, and many of your listeners did as well, but these skills, things like dedication, discipline, the desire to be a champion, the ability to handle pressure, to play and perform under adverse conditions, the qualities of perseverance, of character, of mental fortitude and toughness, all of these things that athletes, really have in an instinctual basis, those qualities are, can actually just exponentially help you in business. So my philosophy is quite literally to apply those principles in my daily business activity. Everything from how I prepare each and every day, how I conduct meetings, how I practice, how we perform and prepare for a big client meeting or a client presentation. The synergies are shockingly similar, and it's just an operating system that I put in my own life that's achieved tremendous success. And I wanted to put a book together to be able to parlay those principles and let readers pull out the same value that I have.
Yeah, very good. We got to wrap it up with that. Do you want to give the website TeamWorks? That's plural. TeamWorksBook.com. Great website, by the way. Chris Valletta, our guest. Chris Kidd, he's with ChrisKidd.com, doing some great work with athletes and people in the celebrity realm. Chris, final thoughts before I let you go.
Well, I just appreciate it.
Oh, we got too many Chris's. Hey, Chris Kidd. I'm sorry, Chris. When we got to get you back on, Chris. You got to Chris Valletta. You do a great job on the radio. Wrap it up, Chris Kidd, for us.
Well, thanks for being on, Chris. That was awesome. I wish we had a little more time, but like Kevin said, we'll have to try to get you back on again and talk some more here.
Anytime.
Yeah, absolutely great stuff. And I think you have a fantastic story. Check out the website. Lots of in-depth information over there to get you started, and certainly check out the book. All right, I am Kevin Price. We're going to have more for you right after this break. Do want to remind you, best content here, including this interview, can be found over there at usdatareview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. I am Kevin Price, and this is The Price of Business.